We saw the new Jurassic Park. Have you seen it? Holy shit. It's so bad.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. But there is a scene where like two Bronosauruses are fucking or like getting ready to fuck, right? Like it was like Marvin Green.
Yeah.
Or Al Green.
We can call it foreplay.
Marvin Gaye.
It's Bronosaurus foreplay.
It's Bronosaurus foreplay. And we thought about like the press conference getting back and then somebody die from Dino cum. It wasn't the impact that killed them. They drowned in it afterwards. They got knocked unconscious from that. I thought that would be it's just kind of stuff. Yeah. But the worst part about that movie, at the end of the movie, there's a retarded dinosaur. No. I swear to. Am I wrong?
I mean, that's not how they describe it, but.
So the whole movie it's like an island of misfit toys. It's like all these like dinos that were rejected and like wouldn't make the park. And so like the best character in the movie, who's like the hero, like goes and he's like, I'll distract this retarded dinosaur and runs off with like a flare. And I was like, it's retarded. You could just throw the thing. It'll chase it. It'll go. And so I felt so bad. I was like, you're killing the worst guy, the best character in this whole movie. You're going to let him die by an extra chromosomed dinosaur.
Extra chromosome. I mean, yeah, that's how they.
He ends up living, which also sucked. But it was such a bad movie. It was so bad. Anyway, I said retarded a lot there. That's too many. Too many.
They got Shane Gillis to do like the green suit for the dinosaur.
We won. Yeah, that was a fun time. That was a good game. Good game.
Yeah, it's always fun when you win.
Cool. Good talk.
This is good ping pong.
This is good ping pong back and forth. I like that you're playing a little hard to get the talk soccer. Like just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tease me.
Why is it hotter in your house than it is outside?
I saw you go look at the thermostat earlier.
I know. I almost turned it down like 3 degrees just to get some AC moving.
How about at 75?
I'm going to take this hoodie off. It's like...
It feels like you know the answer to all the questions. I don't know what to tell you, Ryan. These 4-inch inseams are letting me breathe.
Yeah, I know. I just, my man boobs are really coming in. So I'm real sensitive about them lately.
Is that a game dads play? Is changing each other's thermostats when they go to each other's houses?
That would be a kind of a fun... You got to be careful with that game, though. That could get a kid hit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Just saying. I don't know what household you guys grew up in. You don't fucking touch the thermostat. Tim Ballard has rules, all right? I don't know.
That's why it's funny.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? We watched you nonchalantly walk all the way over there and look at it and then not change it.
Well, here's the thing:
you're obviously not happy with it.
If it was at like 78, I was gonna be like, "Dude, that's crazy." But 75 is respectable. I'm not. It was just weird. Like I was outside earlier wearing the hoodie. Felt great. It was nice out. A little breeze.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your wife thought the moon was gonna set.
What do you think the temperature is outside? We gotta blow past it. Yeah. I can't even address it.
The moon was really cool, and she goes, "Oh, the moon's gone," and I was like, and then she's like, "Oh, it's back," and I was like, "It didn't go anywhere. It was just clouds."
Yeah, object permanence.
Yeah, man,
she'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were great. That was a fun fucking game. That was it was amazing having speed.
A lot of new pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Sang Ben.
We're
talking Sang Ben. Let's just say his name. Yeah, he's electric.
He was fun. He was all over the field. Best flow on the team already.
You think?
Dude. He had something. It moved when he ran. It wasn't He's also being compared to Klaus. So I was like,
Yeah.
wait,
Buddy, what's going on?
but Klaus gets a goal. So every time he gets a goal, that hair looks sexier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very forgivable.
I thought Fall was fun.
Another new piece.
He, and then.
You think he was as good as he got praised
No.
for?
I think he got way too much.
Yeah, man of the match.
He did like lay some people out, which was good. He had like, some great tackles.
He got
which
Hani
was-
in the box.
Yeah, he was super physical, which I think is great, especially for Baumgartel, or if Kessler comes back to allow them to be more focused on progression and that he can just be the guy who's gonna take somebody's fucking head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, new Tim Parker.
Yes,
Annoying.
yes. I missed Tim Parker, and then
The dog.
I thought Orozco player of the match.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of a given.
He was
That was a
great.
shoo-in.
Gosh, he's great. I like him. He's cocky. He's like a thicker built Celio.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Like he gets amped and then, but no neck tattoo
No neck tattoo.
yet.
Yeah.
Maybe you can introduce him to your girl.
Thicker. Yeah. Thicker build is a weird thing to hear you say to me. Yeah.
Thicker built.
It's a thicker build.
It's like a Bronco Sport to
You think Celio's a Bronco sport?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a good comparison of like a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
a little beefier.
Okay.
A little beefy. I don't know.
A little beefier.
Not in all the.
I actually
ways.
don't think they're that close in size at all.
Height.
How tall do you think Celio is?
5'8", 5'9".
5. Yeah. Okay. 5'8". I'd say 5'8".
He's like 5'10", right?
Orozco?
Yeah.
5'10", 5'11".
That's not that far. What do you wait? You say that like that's not close in height.
3 inches?
I know. Yes, 3 inches a lot. We all agree. 3 inches, almost too much.
Whose team are you on? Yeah, right. What are you doing?
But no, that's close in height.
Okay.
He was great. He's my favorite player of the match. You're judging me. I don't like this judgment.
I'm just
Of
trying to
why
figure out
I
what
think
kind of a guy you're into.
I mean,
Is it Jay?
Latin men?
Okay. Noted. Of the thicker build is your preference.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Yeah.
I want somebody to be strong.
Yeah. Big
I don't-
arms.
Yeah.
You want to be thrown around every now and then.
Every once in a while, yeah. Like I want to be big spoon most of the time.
Okay.
You know, once you're in there,
Yeah.
get a little aggressive. No, he's the way he had how aggressive he is on the field is fucking great. That's what I like about it. I like how he plays super, super aggressive. And he almost has like little man syndrome a little bit, but not when he goes in, he's not getting the worst of most. So I like him as a better option.
He had a great game.
yeah.
We can leave it at that.
But he's looked good in a lot of games. The handball was bad.
Do you think he had a great game before the handball?
I thought his first game out at left back deserved to get a second start.
I think he's
Again, it's compared to like garbage of what we've been all year. Just out of the steaming pile of terrible back play.
So here's the problem.
Yeah.
He does. He profiles as a left back or a right back. If he's gonna play, that's where he's gonna play. He's just too small. He's not a thicker build enough to be a center back in the MLS. I don't think he is.
Sure.
So where's he at on your right back depth chart?
I don't know. I think he's on the depth chart.
You
I think he's been a better if he's third or fourth or like the fifth or sixth back on the team, and you're rotating him through to give guys minutes, give guys breaks, or every center back on your team gets hurt. I like that he's on the roster.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying he shouldn't be on the roster.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think he looks like he deserves to play in the MLS.
I just think he's gonna be fighting for minutes.
Sure.
Like
I think he'll fight though. I think that guy fights. Like I think that guy is going to work for everything. Like he works his ass
it's
off.
not like Zelensky has had bad showings.
Sure.
And that guy can't see the field either.
Yeah, that's a
So-
whole other whatever. This team's decision making process on things. It was Chat City Tactics when they put out the little the roster of like how many center backs are on our roster, and you're like, oh my god,
All of them, every single one.
The Olaf effect is still haunting us. Just going like, I don't know, maybe 3 more, maybe 3 more will fix it. Yeah,
We have 1 in, 1 out, right? Nielsen's gone.
yeah, Nielsen's gone.
Sad.
Yeah, I mean, didn't play. Never really got to see
Yeah.
what he could have done. No, it was Leuven and Ostrak together with Sang Ben. I think Sang Ben just made everything look fun, way more fun.
Yeah, you're just always a little more dangerous with a guy that like one little misstep and he's in your kitchen, and he's faster than everybody else out there. Every defender knows he's faster than me. I have no chance to catch this guy on a foot race.
I was really impressed on the defensive side of it, on like how aggressive he got back and how he played all over the field.
Yeah.
He was just everywhere. He was absolutely everywhere. It was great. When's the last time like you've seen somebody like, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was.
Jared Stroud,
Jared Stroud.
When Stroud had a game, when he hit, it was like one of those, you're like, the ball was just on his foot constantly. And
I was always like the most exciting player on the field is Jared Stroud at all times. Yeah.
Yeah, one way or the other. Could be very bad the other way too. No, I mean they're a shit team, so there's also still that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see. I haven't seen any of the. We were there. We watched it. I haven't seen any of the highlights. I haven't watched any of the replay. I haven't seen any like statistical analysis of anything. But I assume that shot or everybody who's played soccer would tell you that's a really stupid shot to take on that first goal that Orozco scores. Great. We're all super happy it goes in, but I don't know, 80 out of 85 times it doesn't go in. That's a really low percentage shot. I don't know what the XG is on that. What I'm saying is the numbers will probably show we got pretty lucky. We played very well. We deserved to win that game.
We played very well against also a national team that was resting a lot of starters.
But they were down 2-0. I don't know that we had played well enough to be up 2-0 at that point. And after that, we
had the first 2 minutes were really good, and then there was like 15 minutes of
I think they hit the post maybe there at some point. No, I don't know. That might have been the second half actually when we were up.
I mean, it didn't hold up, but the save on the PK,
man,
and the whole stadium.
What a bummer!
What a bummer! Just chanting.
What a bummer that 3 years you haven't saved the penalty kick yet.
And he hit one.
And everyone's just like, God, he's like by the sheer numbers, like someone's got to miss one of these at some point.
Yeah.
And and he gets that, but you could see clear as day from where we were standing. I knew he was off his line.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a rule, so that was fun.
The stutter step's horrible. That I hate that. He's off his line because the guy did like a normal 4 steps and then a slow motion bunny hop.
Yeah, why is the robot allowed?
Yes.
What the hell is this? It does look when they do it like they're about to start hip hop dancing, like they're about to. Have you ever seen a PK like that? Oh shit!
That's good.
No, it's still like. Whatever. It was great to win. At this point, anytime we get home wins, fucking great. It's fantastic.
And Nashville's a good team.
Yeah, they sat a lot of starters.
I mean, they played They played Hani Mukhtar. They played Sam Sturridge. Maybe they just have a much better bench than we do. I haven't followed them enough to know. But Moyle and Schaufelberg.
Well, you can almost assume every team in the league. At this point,
yeah, right.
You can just go most. They probably have a better bench than we do. It's like you're like, well, about them? You're like, yeah, probably. Do they also carry 40% of the roster being center backs?
Yeah.
Then I bet you their roster construction. You guys actually have a 6? What's that? Yeah, no, I get it. No, it's just I guess kids had a good time and it was a blast. we should have photobombed those girls the guy who sits in front of us has just given up on the year.
Yeah.
Unless it's,
I bet you he is furious he missed that game.
yeah.
He's like, it's Nashville. We're going to get our teeth kicked in. I'll give my tickets to the wife. I don't care. They show up after the hydration break.
Yeah.
they saw 30 minutes of the game, maybe.
Those girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a group of girls sat in front of us, all in black dresses, taking some photos and all, like that. I just know I can't.
And you're creepily in the background of every photo.
Yeah, we are.
Whispering
yeah.
in my ear to photobomb him.
Yeah.
Photobomb.
We should kiss.
You're
You
the guy that they pay someone to Photoshop out.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that.
On Etsy or some shit.
I'll photobomb a shit. I love photobombing pictures. It is a good time. Not like, yeah. Not like the right in the background of it, but like just.
You're not like Schmeagol in the background. Like,
No.
crazy stuff.
No, yeah, nothing
You're
crazy.
just acting normal.
Yes. Maybe a big smile. I don't know.
Maybe a big smile.
Maybe a. Like, you guys didn't.
Maybe
Hope you crop this in because this is.
Maybe I'll lift my shirt up,
No, I don't do that. Nah. Just a glare. That's all. It wouldn't see me. It would just be like, why is there a fucking weird glare in the background of this?
It's blurry like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Somehow it's like, what happened?
No, it's I hate staged photos so much. I can't, like the idea of like asking anybody like, hey, you want to take a selfie with me? Like I would rather kill myself.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think you've said this in front of me before, and just so you know, I'm a terrible friend. Instantly, I go, that's all I'm going to do is ask to take selfies with you.
Sure, you can ask. I don't think you're going to do it. I think you hate it as much as I do.
I hate it less than you do.
I don't like that. It's just
Oh, why?
I
What's
like.
your deal?
I enjoy in the moment. I enjoy memories.
Yeah, but
Like,
selfies are in
like-
the moment.
Yeah, no, I feel safe. Selfies.
Oh,
are
it's like you're
selfies are going out for other people to see.
It's John Mayer 3x5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're so busy living through your phone that
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Slurping pig dicks. Like that's all I think. Every time there's like photos of group people. It's like hashtag. It's just like, okay, who's this for? Who's it for?
yeah.
Because those were like
Well,
they're going on social media.
yeah, I was just gonna say, like, actually, now that you mentioned that, most of the selfies I'm taking are with my children, and it's to document how much fun I'm having and how little fun they're having.
Yeah, that's a good time.
I love that juxtaposition.
An embarrassing selfie of your kids. That's a different
My phone's
story.
full of them. It's all I have.
Yeah. Yeah. To embarrass your child is a different thing. Yeah. My kid, though, is a take a picture of me kid. Fucking only child. He's an only child. How dare you judge my kid? Hey, hold on. He's our special little boy. We went to a water park this weekend. Went to Raging Rivers. This is a problem. Because you've gotten in good shape. Good for you.
That is the problem.
So then, like, it should be motivation for me to go, like, I should get in better shape. My wife deserves to look at something decent every once in a while, too. But then you go to Grafton, Illinois, and you see other dads with shirts off, and you go, like, I'm not mad. Like, it's not good, but, like, I got a way to go.
Pre-diabetic.
Yes, there it is. Pre-diabetic.
That's basically nothing.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But it's pale, and there's just red hair. It's just all gross. It's just not good. And then...
What do you want me to say here?
I know, but I'm at the age where I don't give a fuck anymore. But then the perspective of like going like, well, I'll just live in Grafton and I'll be in the top 20%.
Yeah, you just keep moving to uglier cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just move. It's location.
Right.
Like just move to somewhere where you're like doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you put yourself in Grafton?
Oh, I'm a Grafton 6.8, like 6.8 in a Grafton, maybe a 7.
6.8.
I think I can get to a 7 in
I
Grafton.
think you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Show him that credit score.
Yeah.
Is that an 8? Never seen one of those before.
Well, yeah, it's okay. So Grafton 7, St. Louis 5.
St. Louis.
Any place that has over 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Towns with under 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Right.
2 points.
It's just population density.
Right.
The population density plus or minus 2.
Everybody knows.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what
I mean, at
makes them hot.
some point, you go to a town of 25 people; those are all siblings. So like, you're just the only option. Yeah. If you go to West Virginia, you don't think you're killing it? Like just where the wild whites are. Like, did you ever watch that documentary?
Gosh, so many thoughts just rifling through my head.
Sorry.
Where I go, like, maybe I don't kill it in West Virginia because I'm not sure I'm their type.
Oh.
Yeah, with the short shorts.
Or just the not being part of their family. I don't know. I don't know what they're into.
Oh, so you think that's like, yeah, I guess that could hurt you.
Right. How do you break into that? Like, how do you marry in?
Well, I think you got to make one with them. One of them first. That's how you got to add to that. You'll be a branch. They'll be upset about that because it'll be like a little branch now instead of being straight up and down. But that's
Hinge in West Virginia is something. I can't imagine.
your cousin coming over for dinner. I'll message him on Hinge. If you have 75 first cousins, you're not gonna find any of them hot. You're not gonna find any of them hot. 75.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Who has 75 first cousins?
My college roommate.
Oh God.
His dad is one of 12, and his mom is one of 15. They all had 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah,
In that. Like,
okay.
That's a lot of first cousins. They're not a bad-looking family. I'm assuming you're gonna get a funny feeling about at least two out of 75.
Because there's how many of them have you never even met?
Right. Yeah, it's a dangerous
Do they
game.
count?
Like that's probably why you need to move away from that area
Right.
because you're like, it's just too
Yeah.
many. Again, population density. Like, what are you gonna do? Not fuck one of your cousins if there's only,
First cousin? Yeah, I think that's the answer. Not fuck them.
You'd think. It seems
You
to be-
would think.
it's
yeah.
happening more and more often than you realize, and it's not good. And that's why Grafton exists because of that.
Yeah.
Grafton shouldn't be a town, but they worked hard and they populated the damn thing, and so they needed jobs and an economy, and now you go boating in and
Grafton shouldn't be a town. That shit floods every 3 months. What are you doing?
boating in the Mississippi.
It's beautiful though. That zip line.
Yeah, I've never done zip
Get some
line.
wine.
Some mountain, some.
You know the gondola? Of a quick gondola story.
Yeah.
The gondola.
As we all.
Quick gondola story. Hold
Full story.
on.
Mark this. What time is this gondola?
So the gondola. There's a gondola there that'll take you up like this. The mountain or whatever it is in Grafton Bluffs, I guess is what they call them. And but there's 2 options. You can go in like the open like ski chair lift, which is everyone wants to do that, right? Because you get to feel the breeze. But there's also like a enclosed like capsule that goes slow and it's covered, and you just
Yeah,
basically
if
feel
you're
like you're inside.
claustrophobic, it just makes you want to lose your mind. Yeah.
So we're all out with the family and our man, his brother, and their youngest is pretty young at that time. So we go up. On the way down, I volunteer, like I'll go in the capsule with him. He didn't want to do the ski chair. It was freaking him out. So I take the dog and him. We get in the capsule. We start going down. Everybody else gets on the ski chairs, and it opens up and pours rain. And I giggle the whole way down. And
Yeah.
the kid's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "This is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
This is the most fun I've ever had. We're going to get down there.
And we're gonna be dry.
We're bone dry, and
Yeah.
they're all just soaked." My kids were crying. They were screaming and crying the whole way down. I didn't have to hear any of it.
Yeah, that's pretty great. That is a win.
Oh.
And that's one of those too, where if your wife doesn't tip the cap, I'm just going,
Got me on this one.
yeah,
Damn
this
it.
one. Like, and
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah. I finally hung one on the board. Give it to me.
yeah.
You know?
I did. You also
She's
you
been
did-
skunking me.
You did the right thing. You went on the less fun one.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So like everything lined up to where you get to be like, ha, suck
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. That's great.
It's perfect.
How old were
a
your
good time.
kids at the time?
This was, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe. So like 4 or 5, 6-ish around there.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in the good crying.
Yeah. Inconsolable.
Yeah.
It's rain, buddy, and you're like, I'm wet. Yeah. Well, they don't care. They're just gonna scream and cry. That's what they do.
You're gonna be a little bit itchy later. It's fine. It's fine. This wet underwear, wet socks, maybe the worst two.
Yeah.
Wet socks.
Yeah, because blisters are coming too.
It's just,
Wet socks are bad news.
It's the smell like that. It's just the. Dude, my kid had friends over a couple weekends ago, and I got home and the basement. I mean, they were only there for 2 hours, and our basement smelled like feet. And you're like, why? How? You've been here so short of time. How did you get this gross this quickly? And it's ugh.
You gotta stop letting them into your house, man.
I know. It's
the key.
Real problem. We have food. We got good snacks.
You keep sending your kid to my house. Why are you housing all these other kids? Take your own.
Yeah.
Take him back.
No. No.
You guys kid swap?
No.
Don't say that. That's not. No. No. That sounds.
No. Well, because swapping would entail some kind of benefit that I receive, but in reality, all that really happens is I watch Ryan's kid. The joke's on you.
You're taking pictures of my kid a lot.
The joke's on you because I don't really watch him.
Not dead.
Yeah.
Selfie. Selfies of me and him. My kids are crying. He's just having a great time playing with perler beads.
The man, I think around 5 or 6 when they have a temper tantrum, it is more comical. It is like my favorite because like they're old enough now to be like, you're gonna get over this, whatever. Shut the fuck up. It's like you get to that point of like, yeah, just cry as much as you want. It's not gonna change.
Yeah.
How much I'm laughing. So
Right.
yeah, it doesn't change my feelings on this matter.
My wife's mom used to do that to him in public. When they'd have a meltdown, she would just make fun of him.
Yeah, I did that. Maybe Patty did that to me.
Yeah, probably.
She probably did. Maybe that's where yeah. No, I do. That was my favorite.
It's very effective.
Especially the ones like with the foster kids was the making fun of them in the like Walmart meltdown and going like, look, you can call DCFS. They're just going to bring you back to me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just, there's no help for you. You're stuck here.
Yeah.
Like, this is,
Yeah. Turns out it only gets worse.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
This honestly sounds terrible. Though.
Yeah.
You saying that to a kid is crazy.
they're not hearing it.
They don't remember.
They don't remember.
Kids
You think
are
that's the
resilient.
worst thing foster kids have heard?
Oh, no,
Yeah, I don't think.
I know that. But it's
But-
just like out of context.
The oldest, I did tell him all
Yeah.
the time. I was like, look, I'm surprised you're not calling stuff on me too. Like as you cry on the floor in Walmart. It's like, when you're done, we can go. But yeah, I'm not caving. I don't give in to terrorists.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
the American way. Toby Keith taught me better.
Toby Keith taught me better.
Toby Keith. Did you have that album?
No, sir.
You weren't that patriotic after 9/11? Like you didn't
No.
get-
Nope,
you didn't
I
get into
wasn't.
Toby
I didn't
Keith.
reach that level.
He doesn't believe it happened.
Inside job.
He's an
Anti what?
World Trade
Anti
Center?
skyscrapers? I don't know.
Yeah. Buildings can't be that tall. It's not for you. It's not for you.
He gets in a
my
conversation
thing.
with the
That's not my
person who's
thing.
like, birds aren't real. He's like, you think birds aren't real?
Any building over
Buildings
5 floors.
over.
You-
Yeah.
Can you believe this shit?
Look, I've been
200 floors. Mm-mm.
building
gotta stop
blocks a
that.
long time. Never get higher than 10.
They're all just projections.
That's where all the Jews keep their weather lasers.
He's like, why have to be this tall? They can't be that tall.
That's good. Hold on though. Am I taller than you?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I guess irrelevant.
Did you
5'8". I measured myself.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool. Glad we settled that. Shh. God.
It is crazy that it matters. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
How tall I am, I agree.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
what?
funny because you're self-conscious about it.
Yeah. Barely. I mean,
No, I'm not.
that sounded convincing,
How
right?
tall are you?
Well, look.
You went from I'm taller than you. Wait, no. How tall are you though? Hold on. Am I taller? I am. Good. I don't care.
Let me put shoes on before.
You literally could have said any number. You could have said 5'10". and been like, fuck. So anyway, we figured that out. Yeah, I'm a short guy.
Those are pretty good videos of like.
When you were like, how tall Celio? And I was like, my height, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but again, I'm not a sizist. I'm more about vibes.
Well, how would you? What do you think? I'm more of a thicker build?
No.
No.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
that makes me sad.
No, you're not a thicker build. Yeah. No, you're a little twink.
I'm a little twink.
You're a
I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, you're not upset by that.
I'm somebody something. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
fine.
right. Exactly.
That's good.
That's I was thinking about I'm like a little uncomfortable.
What with the gay stuff?
No, not at all. That's just dreams. And I keep a couple pair of medium-sized boxer briefs because every once in a while I want to like feel what it's like to have a bulge, and so you gotta press it in tight. But it's also like the way that I know I'm getting too fat again is if they really start like pinching at certain areas. It's like, oh God, I gotta lose some weight. Like so it's a twofold method of like going, feel a little confident, or feel just the grossest about you've ever felt because you just pinched in all the wrong spots.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Sausage casing.
Yeah. And I picked as I was doing it, I was like, I don't know if I should wear these today.
Today's the day you wore them. You wanted to feel sexy for the podcast?
It's honestly, they're just like, so I have them, I have like 3 of them, and I stack them kind of like in a deck of cards. And so you don't never know when you're going to pull that one. It's on top. You pull that one off top. And then your days, there's been days I just took them off. Like immediately. I was like, no, let's not do that. Ugh.
You just have a roulette of sexy underwear days.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Make sure it's on a good day too. Like you're like, schedule's clear tonight. Yeah.
All right, let's start with are they colored? What's the design?
So the exact, I actually have like 2 pair of the same underwear, one in large and one in medium.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was one of those. No, maybe it's large and extra. I don't know. What's the size difference? I think it's large and extra large. Now I'm saying it. Medium. I'm not medium. It's large and extra large. And it's
The comments are gonna love that.
yeah. But I accidentally bought a thing thinking like, I was like, I've lost a little weight. I bet you large is okay. And they were, because I had got down to like 200 pounds. And I was like, this isn't terrible. And then now it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was an immediate mistake. Like it's not comfortable.
That's what they say to do is throw away all your fat clothes.
No, I'll never not have extra large underwear.
No, I'm not. They're all in the. I'm gonna be back. They're waiting for me.
What's wrong with having a roulette of sexy underwear day? I don't know. I think that's a nice.
What's
treat.
the brand? I'm so curious.
It's Hanes, I think.
Those aren't.
No, Calvin Klein. I have Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein. Okay. Did you get them from Sam's?
No, Target. I don't know.
I have clothes from Sam's.
I only buy like.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
That's the only place I can find the cut that's short enough to fit me. They have those 28-inch seams. What can I tell you?
I'd love that you exclusively get your suits from Sam's. I got a suit guy. His name's Sam. Real good.
Yeah.
Right next to the tires.
I'll make Sam sell suits. I wish
Missed
they
opportunity.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
sure.
Put a nice little tailor just in the middle of Sam's Costco.
You think I'm not getting Sam's off the rack? That's going to be my cut. Anyway.
You got Sam's body?
I got Sam's body. Next one.
Next game. I don't know who we play.
Chicago.
No, Chicago.
In Chicago.
Oh, is that the one you want to go up and go dig around for? Is that Saturday?
It is the game that I texted all of my friends. Does anyone want to take a day trip to Chicago? And none of them responded. Yes, it's that one. Yeah.
I probably can't. Oh, I know I can't. I got to coach soccer. Shit.
Couldn't have texted that back 2 weeks ago.
Coach soccer. I'm a good dad, Bree. I actually like him involved and do things.
Oh, I didn't care about being a dad. I was just like, are you good at soccer?
No.
Oh, clearly, okay.
I'm a good cheerleader, though.
No idea what's going on, do you?
I know how to put the
Yeah.
kids who don't want to run on defense and go, don't let anybody in this box.
Kind of understands offsides.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
enough. I know
mostly
enough.
nice to the children refs.
Yes. Oh, very, very, very respectful of children refs. No.
That's
Well, yeah, it's rec soccer, so you have like a
Like
14, 15-year-old kid who plays.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant there was like a 10-year-old or something.
No, I think maybe
a few years older.
Youngest is 12, maybe 12, 13.
Yeah.
Maybe they start roughing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not a mean coach. We're not good.
no. You're bad news bears all the way.
Right, but I let the ADHD kids do whatever the fuck they want.
sure.
Go like, go do whatever you want. Go, yeah. You don't
Yeah.
want. I don't want you to be out here either. If you don't want to go, fucking catch dandelions. Whatever.
Yep. To me, you get 15 minutes
Yeah.
on the field. I don't care what you do with it.
Yes.
Play in the dirt. It's great.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah, no, it's not.
Play in the dirt at the 9 position, though.
I fucking love it though. God, I love coaching. I really love coaching. It's the shit.
You guys had a good year last year.
We did have a good year last year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're
Do you feel
always
pressure?
What?
Do you feel pressure?
No, it's always the thing of going that it's like my entire experience with sports is you're like, this guy's gonna suck. And I'm not good, but I don't suck. It's one of those you're like, oh, he's I don't understand. His body doesn't look like it should do anything well. But look at that. He was in the right spot.
Do you know, like any youth participant parent that is worth a damn as a human, the only thing we care about is that like you're kind to our kids and teach them the game, and
Yeah.
no one else cares about it.
I mean, will I pelt a kid with a ball on accident every once in a while? Sure. But, we call it a game. We call it Coach's Revenge.
This is
Yeah.
You get to pick one.
We really do play a game called Coach's Revenge, where it's like basically sharks and minnows, but you start and you have all the balls at your feet, and the kids have to run across the field.
And you just blast balls.
Yeah, you're not blasting balls, but yeah, you're just kicking it at like their feet.
You're blasting at some of those kids though.
My son mainly. That's the problem. Is my son it's after every game or every practice, but basically we get in the car and it's like, I'm sorry about how I yelled at you. I wanted to yell at Frank, but I can't yell at Frank because Frank's not my kid.
Right.
So I yelled at you, and that's on me. I'm sorry about that. My bad. But also, if I don't see you hustle again,
And also, like, and he's like, I wasn't paying any attention.
yeah, he didn't give a
At
shit.
any of those times you were yelling at me.
No,
They don't hear me. Your child doesn't hear you.
Not at all.
No.
No.
That's why I don't coach anymore.
Yes. Well, it's also just
It's one of the many reasons I don't coach anymore.
my kid is one of the ADHD kids that's just off in his own world, and then likes to share that with others because he doesn't have children at home. He doesn't have siblings to talk to.
Yeah.
So as soon as he's around other children,
You gotta socialize him, Ryan.
that's why he's here. He just keeps him in your house.
This is why you keep dropping him off. This is
Yeah.
I have been integrating your child into society.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's been real.
Yeah. It's like
He's doing great.
doing good. Yeah.
My feral children love him.
I have no assistant coaches right now. It's brutal. And we booked a camping trip that's supposed. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to coach that weekend. And my wife's just like, well, just don't. And I'm like, I don't think that's okay. Like, I don't.
Man, it's a rec league.
I get it, but like, I don't know. I just need somebody. I just need another parent to go. I'll sit on the bench. Go, yeah, that's all I need you to do. These kids, we just put them in the spot and let them do whatever.
The weekend that I'm also camping.
No, that weekend's off. It's the following weekend, and it's a whole thing.
You want me to just show up with a whistle and a clipboard and run those kids through drills?
Sure, do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
We do 4 things, and then it's an hour of scrimmaging. That's my practice. Go figure it out. And this year,
you're talking about practice?
No, it's the games. The games
I was
is
say,
what the weekend
practice.
Yeah, I cancel practice. I don't care about
Cancel
that.
practice.
But it's the I have to like
Yeah,
I
get
can't
another
be the
coach on the
coach
bench.
and be like, I'm trying. I'm asking. Or I'll just find a guy. I don't know.
Oh, just chat GPT.
Craigslist has men looking for men all the time. I don't think there'll be a problem with that.
Can't you just chat GPT like a roster rotation and go and hand it to a parent and be like, at 7
Yes.
minutes, Timmy goes in. At 13 minutes,
Yes.
that's it. That's essentially your job.
Yes. I can tell a parent. I don't even do that as much. I go, hey, for every 5 minutes, just tell them to go in and pick somebody.
What position? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just get on the field.
Just get out there.
Do we have enough? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
What
It doesn't
position?
matter.
You're not going to play
Here's
it
the
anyway.
thing. The one kid who matters is in the position who's supposed to be at. Everybody else, you can do whatever you want. Let the one kid who knows what he's doing, just let him work. Just let him do that. And then get out of the way. Yeah, I'm like offended that you think like you were so shocked that I coach. I'm an active, involved father. Good.
I just think she probably thought that you would want your coach to be someone who could actually mentor you and teach you the skill that they're actually.
Well, yeah, if it's a real league, I feel that way. But
Yeah.
it's not.
Right.
This is a rec league for
Yeah.
7th and 8th graders. City's not looking at these kids for the academy.
Here's a real question: how many of those kids do you think are currently more skilled at soccer than you are?
Oh, so I can tell you now. It's getting way closer too.
Yeah.
It's the problem is they're 7th and 8th graders now.
You think you could still take them all?
I can still take them all, for sure.
Same time?
I
Whoa.
do in practice. A lot of times we'll play three coaches on like 3-on-9, and it's a lot of times we'll take
Really?
those 2 ADHD kids with us, and we'll win. Yeah, but again, it's not like if you were to say go play Gallagher's 7th and 8th grade team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get minutes, but it's not like if I was
Yeah.
on that team,
Yeah.
I would get minutes. But it's only because physically
Because you're 6 foot.
6'2", and I'm just beating the shit out of this. Every 50-50 ball, I am lighting those
Hard
kids up.
slide
Yeah,
tackles.
yeah. But I'm just gonna be a menace. But skill-wise, definitely shouldn't be on the field. Like, just not.
It is disgusting how fun that sounds to me. Of just being like, yeah,
Yeah.
let me. That's terrible.
It is good feeling when like my sad soccer ability just absolutely puts up great. So we've always typically what happens is there's always a dad or two that actually played like in high school and college, and they'll be like, "Hey, you don't know what you're doing." I'm like, "Sure don't. Come on, help," and they'll help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been that guy many a time.
Yes,
Yep.
and it's like, hey,
Yes.
dude, you whatever drills you want them to do, I'll make sure they do them. Like what you tell me what we're doing, right? So it's typically then in the game when we're playing like that 3-on and we take the 2 kids who are just spazzy, and you go like, I'll make sure I put the ball where you can make them look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can take like 4 or 5 at a time and whip it out. But man, it is also very embarrassing when you have a 11-year-old running at your feet and you just biff it. Like you have no left foot. And so it's like I go to put a pass and it goes 6 feet.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, I'm a grown man. That's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see me play sports. It's not.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So every once in a while, surprisingly,
Yeah.
Competent. you're like, whoa, that was
Wow.
weird. Yeah.
Where do you find that? Yeah. Every now and then.
That's what I live for. Just that one moment. where
It's a bummer that you're 6'2" and you're not. I mean, I've played basketball with you.
Mhm.
I should be way more impressed.
when I was in my 20s, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I could just get up now. It's like I got.
You could shoot then.
Oh, yeah, I had leg. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you lost your legs.
I lost my legs.
Lost his legs.
I mean, I could work out. I guess. I could get into better shape to where I could have a jump shot again.
Yeah, I mean that's an option. Huh. What else you got? It just doesn't seem realistic, Ryan. I don't know what to tell you.
Or I could eat gramophone. I don't know. What do you,
Right? Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Never the two.
God, that Uncrustables are just so. You know, we bought raspberry Uncrustables today. I have raspberry fucking Uncrustables in my house. Do you know he thinks grape jellies for poor people?
Yeah, I agree.
What?
Yeah.
I agree.
Cheers.
I don't like grape jelly because it reminds me of being
It's
poor.
yeah.
Grape jelly's poor people food?
It's
Yeah.
poor people food, dude.
Wait, so what's
Yeah.
what's your Well then makes me like it more. I don't
I know, because you do.
Yeah.
No, I never eat grape jelly.
What's
I
your
like
jam or
strawberry.
jelly? Strawberry?
I like a strawberry. I like apricot jam a lot.
Apricot. That's fancy.
I do. I like it. My mom used to buy it when we were kids. We also just ate a lot of peanut butter and butter sandwiches.
Peanut butter and butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter
and
butter?
Like a
Peanut butter and butter. Double butter. We eat those almost every day growing up.
Was it like a stick of butter? Like you like chopped pads of butter up?
Oh.
It was margarine?
Margarine.
It was margarine.
It wasn't even butter.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Margarine on one side, peanut butter on the other side. Sandwich. Go to school. Peanut butter and butter. That was better than when we got into butter and cheese, which you would think.
Butter and
was
cheese.
But
But
it's untoasted and the cheese is completely raw.
yeah, I get it though. That is the same principle of like, oh.
Butter and cheese. Yeah. Butter, peanut butter and butter.
So what did you like the first time you went to a restaurant where there was like bread and butter on the table? Like, I can't believe they're serving this out the
Get
gate.
the whole meal
This is
right
the
here.
entree.
This
What are you
is
talking
we
about?
do. These suckers, we can just get up and leave right now.
I'm not saying I haven't gone to a restaurant really high. And just basically eat bread.
Yeah, it's the best. Bread's so
Yeah.
fucking good. God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, we got blasted
Who you
and
telling?
ate 3 baskets of Red Lobster biscuits one time.
Yes. What do you do? That's what you're there for.
Yeah.
Don't come and play the game.
Right.
You get that second refill coming in right away. You're talking to the server right away. Hey, we're not here to fuck around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's going to take you a minute to get back there.
Yeah, just
refill drinks, whatever. You know what I need. Take care of me. I better not see this basket empty.
You just like a fire.
That's
Just
like
keep them coming
that's,
all
well, here's
night.
the thing. That's like the respect of like a Lambert's of going like, we're not even gonna fucking bother walking it to you. We're just gonna chuck them at
Yeah,
your
and
face.
just whiz them at your face. Good luck, kids.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to Lambert's?
I have.
Have you ever done it?
No.
You never done a
Heard
Lambert?
of this. I thought you were talking about the airport.
Oh no, Lambert's.
Throwed rolls.
They throw the rolls throughout the restaurant. They don't. So they just come out with hot rolls and they're like, "Hey, fatties, you want this shit?" And you're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, you
Ah!
literally
And they just
raise your
start-
hand.
and they just chuck it at you.
Oh,
You're
I
like,
hate that.
yeah.
Every now and it's usually like a gentle lob, but every now and then you'll get a guy that's like,
Yeah.
watch this, and he'll just.
How often do they come out though? Like,
It's constant. It's just them.
it's all the whole time.
It's like they're throwing chum to
whizzing.
sharks. It's
Yes.
just like you're just like,
and you know you might get hit in the back of the head with a roll at least once.
yeah.
I mean, I've
Your
had
drinks.
Red
I
Bull.
think one of our
I-
sodas got spilled or
Yeah.
something. It's just
They
you
know their target in the southeast Missouri. All right, like they know what they're for it. It's
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
yeah, it's between Cape Girardeau and
I
St.
wanna
Louis.
say-
It's somewhere between. Or maybe it's in Cape Girardeau. No,
They have multiple locations.
they do have multiple. You're right. They do have multiple. Locations.
We should see if they want to sponsor the show.
We're gonna get sponsored by Lambert's.
We could do a live podcast. Throw rolls at our
They
fat
throw
fucking
rolls.
face.
They throw rolls at people for missing mistakes. Jeez, that was a dad cough. Holy
Ah.
shit.
Oh,
Crazy.
Lambert's. You've never heard of Lambert? That's
No.
You're not a native.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Not from these parts.
peanut butter and butter.
I feel like
Holy
I
shit.
feel like I made a special trip for Lambert's at least once in my life here.
I think I've gone twice. One time it was definitely me and my grandmother were on the way down to Houston. We were like road tripping down to Houston, and because I was pretty fucking cool, used to go on spring breaks with my nana.
To Houston,
To H-Town.
get in a lot of trouble down there. Yeah.
Old Viola Wilkie liked to go down to H-Town and get loose.
What'd you guys do in Houston?
Visited one of her old friends. I don't know.
Oh, it really was boring. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
All right.
Her friends were loaded. Their house was just the sickest house I've ever been into. It was like, perfect. Also 7th grade, and we went to their boat club for dinner.
Okay.
And I balled out. I got 2 steaks. I was like, it's just
Hold on
right
though.
away.
Yeah.
They said whatever I want. And I was like, well, here's the thing. Give me 2 of those steaks.
Yeah.
And they obliged. I was like, sure, let's
That's
do it.
gross. But
But
but when you go,
look,
hold on.
I didn't have like only peanut butter sandwiches at home.
Yeah.
But I didn't have much more than that. I'd,
Yeah.
hamburger
You
helper.
were just like, I'll just order
Peanut
2
butter
entrees.
bar, you go to class. You don't order 2 steaks.
Nah,
At least
you're,
that's a
Order the
food for
cheapest
one
thing on the
person.
menu.
no.
You
Not
always
if you're
order the
loaded. Not if you're loaded and I'm with my grandma.
You were just cruising around the Houston Yacht Club with Nana?
And her 2 rich. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You and Nana.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm getting
And-
like the Buster Bluth, like little sailor boy vibes.
But more like, white trashier version. Of that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
This
Man.
sounds like an indie Paul Rudd movie.
I think, didn't Seth Rogen and Barbara Streisand make this movie? I think they already made it, yeah.
Yeah.
it's weird, man.
Because my grandmother loved me and took me on trips. And she had rich friends. Why?
Yep. Yeah, I think
Yeah. She was probably embarrassed I ordered 2
It's-
steaks. I was comfortable with it.
I don't know. In 7th grade, I don't think I would have gone on a road trip to Houston with my grandma.
I don't think I had much say in the matter. I don't think it was.
He was being shipped off.
Yeah. There was 3 of us. My parents were like, "They're gonna be all home for a week." No, you're going to Houston. You need a companion. What'd make that trip more fun?
You might fall. Take
A
Ryan.
gross.
You'll order 2 steaks.
And you have other siblings, right? So they just picked you.
I think we all. I think.
You all had to go.
I think no. Like. So we also went and stayed with her brother who lived.
See, this is where the story falls apart. Like,
So it was Houston was just 2 days of the trip. Then
Okay.
I went and saw my uncle David, and he lived in a double wide on a little lake, and then his kids live. It's a fucking embarrassing story. I should not tell the story. So they had a camper. They had a camper, and so I stayed in the camper. And you just put this 14-year-old, 13, 14-year-old boy into a camper with MTV. They had cable in the camper.
wow.
And I mean, just
Yeah.
never should take a black light into there.
Sure.
Just
Ooh.
gross. Like, just. And so, another fun fact about my uncle, married 5 times to 3 women. So
You went being double dipped.
he double dipped the first 2,
He double dipped the first 2.
and then ended with Wanda. And Wanda's kid lived.
That's so sweet that you said ended.
Yeah, Wanda made it. He was the one pieced out early.
Okay.
Yeah. So they made it.
R.I.P.
No, but it was.
He sounds like a great guy.
He got married to his first wife. They got divorced. Married his second wife. Got divorced. Married his first wife again. She died of cancer. And then married his second wife again. Then she died of cancer. And at some point, you're like, I
shit.
think David's giving people cancer, or murdering these. I don't know with Wanda. But anyway, Wanda's kids. The night that was just whatever was on MTV, probably Fiona Apple a lot, and you just. They came in the morning for breakfast, like, man, that camper was really rocking around last night. And you're like, oh, God. Like, oh, yeah, I was pretending I was wrestling a pillow. I don't fucking know. It was definitely wasn't jerking off in there
Right.
all
No.
night long. He's dead. It doesn't
How
matter.
hard are you jerking off?
I mean, I'm.
Those campers shake pretty.
They shake
pretty
pretty
easily. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's a single axle. It's not like it wasn't.
We've been called out by our kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the camper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bold move in the camper. Yeah,
Thought everybody was sleeping.
stabilizing bars just don't really.
No. Yeah.
You know what I think about the other day? The best. That it's funny to me to think like camping people would know like when stabilizing bars have been like fucked on too much. Like if you took that in to get it fixed, we're like, we've seen this before. Nice. You know, like, but I remember.
It's stupid.
That's about 100 lays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, or just a sales guy being like, "Hey, just to let you know, you can get 1,000 good ones out of this."
Yeah.
All right. Is Geek Squad never got enough credit? How many bros were actually like everybody who worked in Geek Squad when you took a laptop in with a virus and your wife or girlfriend was standing next to you? Like, probably from like an email or something. They're like, "Yeah, no, totally. That's been going around."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
I've
It's
never.
all this porn.
Yeah, I've never given a girl an STD, but Hewlett Packard's been.
Paid for a lot of malware treatment, if you know what I mean.